the show is your home for postseason baseball. It's on to Game 5 of the National League Championship Series between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3 games to 1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Oscar Yinoa gets the call in Game 5 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on it?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Number 6.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard down the left field line. A foul ball here, 0-1. Now the pitch.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Well, the mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2.
Ball. Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
In the air, down the line in left. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And we're just underway from Truist Park. And he lays off for ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
He's falling behind now, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with one away.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Next, here is Michael Conforto. From the stretch.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Verdugo leads off first with one away. Two balls and a strike.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
After knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Hero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day. When you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 1-0 delivery. 2-0.
2-0.
2-1. 2
balls, 1 strike.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Patchen gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Mets 0, Braves coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. David Peterson has the ball for the 5th game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
And stepping in, Ozzie Albies. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. A ball and no strikes. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
3-0 now. Dansby Swanson is on deck. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. As a look, now the pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
Wow, I'm shocked the hitter took it right there. That's a well-executed pitch down in the zone to try and get that double play.
Fastball just missed above the zone.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Set and the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Looking up is the left fielder, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second home run of the series, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. No balls and 1 strike. Davis trying to get there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line hard to center field. Playable for Verdugo, and there's 1 gone. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Mark, how do they go about winning a National League pennant here at home?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Fouled away. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's working full now at 3-2.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
Hit Weekly back to the mound. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
That is good. The left fielder.
Here's Marcell Ozuna looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Here's the pitch. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. The 2 in the inning for Atlanta, both coming on this 2-run home run. 2nd inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Atlanta. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Dominic Smith.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First pitch on the way.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Down low, and the clock thickens here. 3-0.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the 2nd guy in 2 innings here.
3-1 for the Mets left fielder.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Oh, a good pitch there as he had him fooled badly, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
And that one yanked just foul. Another payoff pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna is under this one, and he puts it away for the first down.
That is good. Good coach job.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And I'm locking in on second baseman Ozzie Albies right now. This guy is an elite defender. Came up as a shortstop through the minor leagues until he dislocated his elbow. Has since moved over to second base. And also, both sides of the plate, a switch hitter with this kind of swagger and this kind of defense doesn't come along often.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. Lindor, a native of Puerto Rico. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And he'll pull into second with one away.
As we take a look at this one, you can see he puts a good swing on it, but I don't think he got under it just enough to put some backspin to get it out of here. But hard to complain about a well-hit double, though.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
In today's game, we're seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force-feed something the other way.
Try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. The question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Now at the plate is James McCann. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Here's the first pitch. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. 1 hit, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Braves 2 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Third baseman, Austin Riley.
Now here's the first offering. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Good change-up there as he takes command. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
The batter will be Christian Pache. And it's fouled away. Pache is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
To the plate now, Alex Jackson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Into the box, Huskar Yinawa. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Now the 1-0. Fouled off. And he takes ball two, and it's 2-1.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally, he'd be closer to 27 instead.
The 2-1.
No.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Pache is off of first with 2 away. And here's a ball hit in the air. Long run for the right fielder, but this will land untouched.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
And the runner will get back standing. Now the payoff pitch home. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Fouled away. Ready with the payoff pitch. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Braves strand 1. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Now into the box, David Peterson. 9-1-2 due up. First pitch of the AB now, as he'll take a look at ball one.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. And sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. So 1 man gone for the Mets in the 3rd, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First pitch of the AB on its way. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Swanson takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
Alex Verdugo.
Bases are empty here with 2 away, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. Now here's the first offering. A little dribbler up the 3rd baseline. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off-speed pitch just missed inside.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're down 2-0. At the plate now is Ozzie Albies. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score.
Ozzie Albies.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball too high.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. 2-0. 3-0 now. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Into the windup and the pitch. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Next up is Dansby Swanson. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
Ball.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. There's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here. Having a huge series. And the big leaguers can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1 pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Acuna digs in now. High fly ball out to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. One left for Atlanta. They're up 2-0. With Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as Michael Conforto digs into the left side of the batter's box to start things out. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Ozuna is right there, and very quickly one gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. Now the first pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is swung on and grounded out to Swanson at short. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Ready with the 1-0. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. To second for one. So two are gone in the Mets half of the fourth. And with it comes Francisco Lindor to the plate. From the belt, the pitch.
Ball, no.
1-0 pitch on the way. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it, so he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
Standing in now, J.D. Davis.
Ball one.
He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Now the 1-0. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Acuna's there for it, and that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. First pitch of the AB on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
At the plate, Austin Riley. High in the air out to center field. Playable for Verdugo, and there's one gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian Pache.
So a runner at first with one out now. And up next will be Christian Pache. From the stretch.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2. Two and two.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
The 2-2 breezes him. A strikeout looking.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
So now to the plate, Alex Jackson. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0.
Ball.
Outside, 3-0 now. And that's finally over for a strike.
3-1.
He somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now a swing and an easy fly ball out toward right center. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now it'll be James McCann. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5. First pitch of the AB now. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
In now, David Peterson. He'll square around to bunt, then pull back for ball 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Freeman is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, number 6.
So here's Jeff McNeil. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Hit back up the middle. Swanson picks it up over to Albies. Relay to Freddie. Double play, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They trail it here 2-0. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next will be the pitcher, Oscar Yinowa.
The pitcher, Oscar Yinowa.
On its way is pitch number 75. Wind up and the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. The 1-1.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Pitch popped up, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
Ball.
1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And that's
Down
low,
full.
so a good eye there
3-2.
as he works the count back full. And the pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Number 1.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring out the exciting Ozzie Albies. First pitch of the AB on its way. And that misses ball 1.
1-0.
Ball 2.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-0 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, if this pitcher's going to live in the outer half of the plate, then you're going to have to dive out there and get it. And that's exactly what he did. Hey, that's a heck of a job right there, going the other way after seeing 3 pitches on the outer half.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Conforto is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So here is Freddie Freeman, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Hit out towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and next it'll be the outfielder, Alex Verdugo.
Alex Verdugo.
Set, here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. Acuna giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The right fielder is a catch. Conforto.
Next up, Michael Conforto. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. Now here it comes. Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Conforto behind the ball and 2 strikes.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
Here comes the 1-2.
No. Ball.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Next, it'll be Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the AB now. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the time run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you've got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
Hit hard, but foul. So 1-1.
Ball.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Here's the 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
88 on a changeup? I remember when an 88-mile-an-hour fastball wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. Now the 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Alonso, runner at first with 2 gone. And it's fouled away. Here's another 2-2. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Next to the net, the shortstop, Francisco.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Looking up is the right fielder. And gone. A dramatic home run that gives them their first lead of the game. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. And it's given the Mets a 3-2 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Now back, J.D. Davis, and the starter remains out there despite just allowing the long ball. We thought maybe they'd go and get him, but no indication of that yet.
Yeah, to me, that home run was a sign that he's starting to get a little bit tired out there. It was a good pitch to hit, and it's typically the command that starts slipping when you're fatiguing a little bit. So I can't see him being out there much longer.
Here's the first pitch.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You've got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
3 runs already home here. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
Ball hit out to Albies at second base. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 6th, and New York's taken a 3-2 lead. Marcus Stroman enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 0, Marcus Stroman.
And now, Ronald Acuna. He flew out in his last debut.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last debut. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
That's a base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Now a throw over to first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in. Set. Here comes the 1-1. Two runs, 6 hits, and 1 error on the Atlanta line score. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And he's safe.
Danny, how frustrating is this right here? First and third, you got problems already.
He's coming out of the dugout right. You're starting an inning fresh. You're expecting to have a 1-2-3 inning. You look up, and all of a sudden, first and third, nobody out. It's time to make some good pitches.
Into the box, Austin Riley. And he puts it on the ground to second. A tag for one. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across the score. Now at the plate, Christian Pache. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the AB on its way. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. One there. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping in now, Alex Jackson, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Set with the 0-1. Pitch outside the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. More coming up from Game 5 after this. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Matt Barnes is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Johan Camargo is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. 7th inning ready to roll. And now it'll be the catcher, James McCann. First pitch on its way.
Bobby Cox always used to say, I'm going to put you in positions to be successful. Well, against a modern-day bullpen, easier said than done. These guys are throwing flames from all arm angles.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The count now at 2-2. And now a pitch on the way. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. He's offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Brendan Nimmo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
He's hitting for the net. Number 9, Brandon.
He's set and the pitch.
No.
One out, nobody on. Fouled away. High. 2-1 now.
2-1.
Now the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Acuña's there for it. 2 down.
The batter, number 6.
So next to bat will be Jeff McNeil. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least. So you know he wants to make up for it right here.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0. That's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Haching will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains tied at 3-3. Jeurys Familia gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 27, Jeurys Familia.
Stepping up is Alex Jackson. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line in right. Conforto is there, 1 away.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman, Johan.
So here's Johan Camargo. Lifetime against Familia, batting at an even .400. And now the first pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. That's wide, 2-0.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 3-1. Lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
And a back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. From the stretch.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Ball. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. And he lays off again, ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
This pitch is popped up, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Conforto is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. From the belt, the pitch. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
And I really don't know how you swing at that. He must have had his mind up he was going to swing as soon as the ball came out of the pitcher's hand.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Braves strand 1. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Sean Newcomb has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 15, Sean Newcomb.
Now at the plate here is Alex Verdugo. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's gone 2 for 5. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Newcomb is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. And Verdugo goes in front. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
To first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Non-competitive pitch right there runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Pulled toward right center field. Acuña's there for it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next to the net, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Here's the first pitch to him. Into the wind, the 0-1. 2 out, nobody in. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
I could understand the first pitch being tough on the umpire to debate whether it was a strike or a ball, but no debating that last one. That thing was way off.
This is hit sharply to the left side. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out of the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still tied 3-3. Seth Lugo is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 67, Seth Lugo.
Ready now is Freddie Freeman. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's gone 3 for 11. He's taken him beat once.
Freeman.
First pitch on its way. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
One away for the Braves here in inning number 8, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 20, first down. Osuna.
Standing in now, Marcell Ozuna. The first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Oh, 1 pitch coming. Down the left field line and deep. And foul.
When the guy on the mound has complete command of his off speed, especially his changeup, sometimes as a hitter you just have to give up pull side to stay on it.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Down in order go the Braves. The score remains tied at 3-3. So now here is Dominic Smith. His career numbers in this matchup, he's only 1 for 10. And now the first pitch.
They love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Here it comes. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch-out right there. Got it to bend a line, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Wind up and the 0-1. swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. Well, he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And would you believe it? It's a triple to give him the cycle. Wow, have a day. He's just completed the cycle, folks.
Wow, one of the toughest things to do in baseball, right? Hit for the cycle in one game, single, double, triple, homer, all in one game. Congratulations.
Next, J.D. Davis. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch. Curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. And he'll make it back in safely at third. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone, trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
The 1-1 pitch. Now the runner's on his way home. Squeeze attempt misses. And now the tag, and he's out on the botched squeeze attempt. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one got a piece of him.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
So next to hit is James McCann. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
The 0-1.
No. He didn't look overly bold right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Mets lead 1. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Travis d'Arnaud is up off the bench to lead it off as the possible winning run here in the bottom of inning number 9. First pitch on its way. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1. Pops this one up. Davis is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Christian Pache. Fastball right back to the mound. And they'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Next to stand in is Alex Jackson, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And now the first pitch. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Hit the other way out toward right field. Conforto is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still tied 3-3. Will Smith takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 51.
Jonathan Villar is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frame. First delivery to him. Here comes the 1-0. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
The second baseman, number 6.
We are into extra innings, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. A pause and the 0-2.
All right, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
The 0-2 once more. Now a ball rolls softly to second. Albies picks it up. And there's out number 2. Alex Verdugo digging in now. His career line against Will Smith. He's 1 for 5. Now the pitch.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
And he falls behind 0-2. A little the outside. It's 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Still 1-2. Camargo is over to take a look.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Grounded back up the middle, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit and make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
At the plate, Michael Conforto, as he will take a look at a fastball in there. As that strike zone expands just a little, it's 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Mets strand 1. The score remains tied at 3-3. Trevor May comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Johan Camargo. First pitch of the AB on its way. Set. Here comes the 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. His prior history versus this arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Here's the first pitch. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. Trying to get that go-ahead run to scoring position now as he puts this one down. Only play will be the first, so there you go. The possible winning run is in the scoring position now on the sacrifice. Big at bat now. And here is Dansby Swanson. And a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that will keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball here, but he lays off, 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. Possible game winners at second base here with one away. Now a ball hit hard towards center. And that's in there. Base hit. And he'll reach second now with one away.
I guarantee you at release point, he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up, middle of the plate, usually gets deposited in the seats.
Striding in is Freddie Freeman. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Here's the first pitch.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
Fastball called for strike two.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Struck him out. A huge punch out there, and the winning run stays anchored third with two gone now.
Big curveball for a strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
And the first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and two men gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
And now in the box, Marcell Ozuna. A two-out hit would win it. Fastball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. Here's the first pitch. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball two. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. Two down. 3 balls and a strike to the Braves left fielder.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch on its way. Popped him up. Alonso moving to his left. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. A couple of walks, but no damage. More on tap from Game 5 after this. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. A.J. Minter takes the mound to start the 11th inning. inning set to get underway. And digging in is the big-time power threat, Pete Alonso. First pitch on its way. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Looking up is Inciarte. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they've taken a one-run lead.
Well, somebody is anxious to end this thing and get the heck out of here. We'll see if that leadoff homer stands up. Either way, that's definitely a way to start the extra frame.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. His career numbers against this pitcher, just a 1 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. The 1-0.
Ball. 2-0.
Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Francisco Lindor will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run. That's really been the key blow to this point in the ballgame. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
The 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike one.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
1 out, nobody on. Popped up. The 1-2.
What do you got?
Did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Into the box, J.D. Davis. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 pitch. In there, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch misses here, and he runs it to 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Pache gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. It's 4-3 New York. Edwin Diaz takes the mound in a safe situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th. Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat. Head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's 1 for 2.
Ender Inciarte.
And now the first pitch. And he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. Big velocity up and in for a strike, too. I mean, you saw this guy flinch at the plate. He was thinking that buzzed the tower, but then to get a pop to strike is tough.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt on an 0-2 pitch. Very rarely are you going to get hitters to chase an 0-2 fastball that's down in the dirt.
Set now for the bottom of the 11th. And up next will be Christian Pache. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Hey, if you're going to get a swing on a pitch that far in off the plate, pretty much options are wide open.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in now, Alex Jackson, fouled away. Flew out last time up. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
1-2.
Final strike for the Braves. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Braves catcher. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. this is a strike 3 called, and a bit of a questionable ending there as the ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ballgame. New York now trail 3 games to 2 in this league championship series. Trevor May is the winning pitcher of record. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For Atlanta, 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game: 3 hours and 42 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Braves and everyone at Truist Park, we'd like to thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you.